Our sponsors: The Finkley Experience, HBCU First, The Jamal Bakes Morning Show, J&J Leadership Academy. Thank you for your contributions towards The Michael Finkley Show. Hello everybody, it's Michael Finkley with The Michael Finkley Show.
And I'm Nicole with Conversations with Nicole. You can join me Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on all of my streaming platforms.
Well, Nikki, don't forget about The Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network.
Join us!
Francis Chule. I play Pierce in Invasive on Tubi, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, from season 7 of Netflix, The Circle, K Fern is in the building. He gives us all the tea behind the scenes and how his life changed from being on The Circle. Don't miss it, Monday.
There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go. Doing the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me.
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, I know you know who he is. I know you know who he is. He is from season 7, Netflix, The Circle, Kevin Fernandez. K-Fern, come on, K-Fern, come on, let's do it.
What's happening, everybody? What's good? What's good? It's an honor and a pleasure.
I'm just glad you're here, bro. I'm just glad because
hey, Michael, I got nervous. I got nervous when I saw the message. I go, oh no, what are we gonna do here?
Well, I'm so glad you still came without the nervousness aspect add on too. But we'll have a good time, I promise. I promise. So let's dive right into it. How did you hear about this opportunity?
100%. Well, so straight up, I was on TikTok one day scrolling, and there was a video that said, hey, Netflix is currently casting for these shows, and it had a whole bunch of them. Saved that TikTok. One day, randomly looked back at it on my phone, and I was like, wait, let's see what shows Netflix is casting for. Log on Netflix.com. First one that popped up, The Circle, and I'm like, wait, I saw one season with my brother, and it was one of those shows where when we watched it, the whole time I'm like, I could win that. So I just submitted a video from there and then kind of forgot about it. And then one day, bing, text, next thing you know, I'm in the apartment. So I truly just found out from this about this opportunity off of a TikTok video and had watched one season before.
Whoa. So, wow. And did you forget? I knew you forgot during that time frame. Like, I applied for this show. Okay, let's just see where it goes. Because you applied for other shows, right, in the past.
Yes. Okay. Oh, you want the whole journey?
Yeah, the whole journey.
I got you with the whole journey. Okay. Oh man. So this all this whole kind of I guess showbiz thing or TV stuff started with me. Shoot, the summer of 2020 or 2021, I was a junior, and I was on a family vacation, and I got a DM from hey, shout out my boy Alex. I got a DM basically saying like, hey, Kevin, I'm a casting producer with Netflix. We're going to be casting for this new show. We would love for you to be on it. Oh, yeah, this was around 2020. And I thought it was a scam at first. So then I was like, prove it. So he sent me all of his info and everything like that, and did a couple rounds with that show. But then I was obviously going into track season. And they asked, like, how long can you film? So that one didn't work out. That ended up being 20-somethings Austin on Netflix. And so that didn't work out. Of course, I was kind of bummed, but then, I didn't get my hopes up too much per se, but he said, hey, like, I'm working on other shows. Let's keep in touch. So then going in my senior year, 2021, 2022, he hits me back up and he's like, hey, I'm casting for this show, Big Brother. I'm not a huge reality TV guy, but I know Big Brother. And so I went through the whole process with Big Brother. get to the final rounds, and they said, hey, like, can you film basically like the entire summer? And at this point in time, I already said yes to a job. And I come from a very traditional Portuguese Mexican background on my dad's side, and on my mom's side, traditional Dutch background. Both their parents both their parents immigrated over. And so they just have very traditional views when it comes to work. So when they knew I had a job, they're like, okay, Kev's gonna get this job and work it for however many years, get the benefits, all this great stuff. So when I brought up this idea, my dad was like, you have a job, bro. Like, you're good. So that one didn't end up working out. I basically was like, I don't know if this is going to be able to work out as of right now. And I regretted that every freaking day. I woke up at 3 o'clock to go to these stores, build these wine displays, do all this stuff like that. And every day I regretted it because I knew that I knew that I had something bigger in my future, but I didn't know when. And I live by the motto, everything happens for a reason. But when I didn't end up going on that show, I just always told myself, like, I beat myself up about it. Like, why didn't I go on that show? What the heck? And then I see that TikTok one day and I'm like, it's a shot in the dark. Let's just submit for this. And that's when everything kind of transpired. They gave me the yes. And then I get the yes, tell my family. And the first thing they said, what about work? And I was like, man, forget work. Are you kidding me? I'm going to be a TV star. So I had to like have a talk with them and basically say, hey, this is kind of the path that I'm trying to explore and stuff. I had originally agreed to do season 6 of The Circle, but it was weird. It was weird scheduling wise. So I actually was out there for season 6, didn't end up filming it. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do season 7 because work said no. Work said you can't do these other dates. And then, so I accepted my fate. I said no. I flew back. I was just like, okay, I'm not going to be able to do this anymore. And then when I got home, I said, nah, this is my one shot. I'm not going to ruin it and regret it like I did last time. So I told work, hey, I know that you guys can't guarantee my job, but I'm going back out. So then I flew back out, filmed season 7. God bless them, they kept me, so we're still employed. And then that's that. And the next thing you know, I'm looking at myself on the freaking screen.
That's crazy. Like, you gotta ask, you gotta tell us how long is filming?
Filming is like 2.5 weeks, 2.5 week-ish, maybe around 3 weeks or so. Because you fly out there, you film your intro, and then they kind of decide like after the intro, okay, when do we want these people to come in? Who do we want to be like the first batch or whatever? So you film your intro. You don't even know if you're going to be on the show yet or not. But you film your intro and they kind of start putting the things into play. But I was out here losing track of time because we got no clocks. We got no calendars in there. It was like I was out here like doing the little add one tally marks to see how many days I was in there. But it was around 3 weeks. 3 weeks, no phone, no TV, none of that stuff. So,
oh man, now I gotta ask too because I've been watching. You don't watch one season of it. I watched all of the seasons that exist. USA. And what are some of the things that you were kind of surprised by when you walked in? You're like, okay, this is what I expect. This is what I expect. Well, I wasn't expecting this.
No, 100%. I mean, the number one thing that I did not expect whatsoever going into this was like the mental challenge of it all per se. Overall, I didn't expect to actually like get lonely. I think the biggest challenge was being isolated in that apartment for 3 weeks. When I watch it on TV, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's basically vacation. You're not at work. You're in this apartment. How easy is that? But being in the apartment 24/7, basically, you're not talking to anybody except through a dang screen. You don't get to do the things in life that you normally like to do. Like, I mean, God forbid I want to watch some TV. You don't get to do that stuff. So the mental component, that was the biggest challenge, truthfully. And then just some other stuff that I was like, whoa, this is so different, I guess. I forgot that I was gonna have to cook my own food, and I ain't no chef. I am no chef.
Oh, so that's why you didn't have the steak. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone goes, "Oh, you didn't have the steak because they like the twins more." No, I just can't cook.
Okay.
But the on-camera bathroom, like the one that you guys would see us getting ready and stuff, that was not like a real bathroom to use. The real one is in the hallway. Yeah, the real one's in a hallway, and the door is just closed the whole time.
I felt that people would probably learn the hard way when they try to use it.
See, I almost learned the hard way because I get in there, I'm hyped up and everything, and then I'm like, you know what? I gotta handle business. So I start walking over towards that bathroom, and they're like, Kev, no. They got it at the last second. Don't worry, people. And they're like, you use the one in the hallway. And I was like, the hallway? And I went out there and realized that's where people handle business.
Wow. Would have never ever imagined. So even in the hallway, are your rooms really connected?
Like the whole apartment?
Yeah.
Or with the other contestants?
With other contestants.
So I'm pretty sure it was like everybody was on a different floor or something.
Mm-hmm.
But granted, you don't really know because anytime you leave to go to the gym or something like that, or go to the balcony, whatever it may be, they toss on a blindfold and have like noise canceling things over your ears. So you can't hear anything or nothing can get spoiled. So I don't know the setup of like the whole apartment.
That is scary.
And
an adjustment.
yeah, and the biggest thing though, after watching the show, is that the alerts that everybody knows and loves don't make that sound in the apartment. No. It does. It's not like that's what I was kind of ready for, like waiting for and stuff. It's like you have a speaker system throughout your apartment, and like somebody who's on production or whatever it may be lets you know like that they make a sound, but it's not that big blaring kind of siren that everybody kind of knows from the show.
Wow. So all you just see is the alert on your screen.
Exactly.
Basically.
Exactly.
Wow. What about is it so simple to talk to the circles, like, hey circle, so I want to like is it really that simple?
Not at all. It just takes way longer than like what you guys would see on screen. I always say a 5-minute conversation that you see on the TV show was probably at least 45 minutes of talking, because it takes a second for the message to get up there, and like it's not like Siri bam straight to the screen. It takes a second to process, and then that message goes out there. All the other players are reading it, kind of digesting it, and someone else will then pop in. So each chat takes a good amount of time. Like sometimes I'll toss my message out there and I'm over here kind of like twiddling my thumbs and stuff, waiting for it. So, that was another shocking thing too. Chats take way longer than I thought. And then I also thought that I was going to be able to go in there, chat with whoever the heck I want to, make all these alliances, easy peasy. But you can request chats, just not all of them are going to be granted, because obviously it would kind of chaotic if everyone was just trying to chat with each other 24/7.
So they just have certain times for you all to do that.
Yes. So I would be like, hey, today I want to chat with so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so for my game plan. And then you would send out the request or whatever. Sometimes you don't get that chat.
All right, I'm learning so much.
I got you. Come on now.
Circle. I love it. I love it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Teron Brooks. Perhaps you know me as Eddie Kendricks in the miniseries The Temptations. Perhaps you've seen me on Broadway. Perhaps you've listened to some of my records. I'm happy that I'm here at the Michael Finkley Show. You're watching it right now.
HBCU First. HBCU First Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. HBCU First is a student-led community advancing the well-being and economic participation of America's Black youth. As the leading HBCU internship and mentoring academy, we empower elite students from 70 plus historically Black colleges and universities with in-demand college to career skills. For more information, visit their website, www.hbcufirst.com. I love it. So let's talk about you for a moment, because in playing this game, this was a season of all seasons. I must say, because you all plotted, you schemed, you lied. All of you had a little part to do with this, in everything, and so you are one of the most hated people. I must say, this season in so many ways, and I was so excited to get to the finale and to see it all flare up. I'm just like, this is just too nice. This is just too nice. What is the behind the tea of that?
You guys didn't see half of what happened at the finale.
I can only imagine. Put us in the room.
If you were a fly on that room, all I gotta say is, if I could describe the finale, I would have described it as all-out warfare, probably. It was intense. I went into the finale thinking that I was the most hated player, because I was not aware yet that some individuals were lying on the show completely and feeding me misinformation and whatnot. Shout out Madeline. So
that one, pause, listen, that one right there just flat out lied. Like, oh yeah, Aaron, I'm coming for you. When she said Darren, I'm like, why are you coming for my bro? Because like, what in the world? Because we're the same fraternity. When it was like we was in the same fraternity.
I saw that in your guys' interview. Yes.
I'm like, so why you come for my bro? And you just flat out lied. But I'm just like, Kev is believing him.
And they don't even show you why I believed her. And by
I just thought you just straight out believed, like, for no reason. Like, you would go to my bro. My bro came to you. He came to you and was like, yeah, we still good. And you lied to him like, yeah, we still good. Wink, wink.
D, I'm sorry, bro. Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh, this dude right here. And then on top of that, he was made the what was the
super secret? Yes.
The super secret person thinking, and he put you on top.
Michael, I know these things. I know it.
I'm just reminding you, sir. I'm just reminding you. And I'm like, whoa. And then it just went. That's why I was saying this season was so good. It was just something. At one point, I was just going, I'm done. I'm not watching this anymore. I'm just done. But then the next day, I turned it back on. So I wanted to see what was going on. So I'm like, wow. But go back to the finale. You're in the finale. What's going on?
So at the finale, I'm in the little kind of dressing room or whatever, getting ready. And I'm just mentally preparing myself, because I know that I'm going to have to be on defense and justify everything that I did. But I'm going into that knowing I'm the most hated person probably in Circle history. And so I get in there and I'm like, I have to hold my own. I know all these people are going to come at me. And so when we started talking and whatnot, it started leading down the path, because they call it out. Jadeja calls it out and goes like, yeah, you betrayed the bro. You betrayed Darian. What was that about? And I was like, okay, yeah, let's talk about this actually. He tells me he chose me for the influencer. I feel bad. We start kind of going down the path, and I'm like, yeah, well, I didn't know that you were stabbing me in the back. And they're like, where'd you hear that? And I'm like, Madeline. And that's when she dropped the bomb. And everything, you see it in my face at the finale. I was shook. I didn't realize we could just make straight up lies that big, where it's like, oh yeah, this person said that they're trying to get you out. So then I had a quick snap reaction where I was like, there's no freaking way you lied. And then everyone's like, Kev, why'd you believe Madeline? That's a fantastic question that everybody didn't get to see. Because I went into the circle very strategic. I really did not plan on sharing personal things about my life because I'm not like a kind of like emotional guy like that per se. I don't like sharing a bunch of things that aren't really necessary about my life. But I had a chat with Madeline where after Savannah got blocked, and I had just gotten attacked in the circle chat, and she's checking up on me, this, and that. And she brings up how she misses her family. And when she said that, it really hit me like how lucky and blessed I am to have a family that would support me on this journey when their parents they would never have had this opportunity. Like if they would my parents would have gone to their parents with this, they would have never been able to do so. So just knowing that like my family supports me so much to do this crazy thing that they're so foreign to, they don't know how it's going to work. They don't know if I'm going to have a job when I get back, but they believe in me and trust in me. I'm not going to lie to you, Michael. I started getting emotional.
Yeah.
So we started chit chatting and whatnot. I'm tearing. I got some sweat dropping from my eyes, and I'm really just talking about like how much my family means to me, like how blessed I am to even be here and stuff. And so knowing I had that conversation, I was like, okay, at least the people will get to see a little bit of me and understand why I trusted Madeline. Because at the end, I said, Madeline, I don't have a lot of chats like this with anybody. So because we had this chat and I did get emotional and opened up to you, like I'm going to trust you throughout the rest of this game just because you know information about me that no one else knows. And she was basically like 100%. Like, I'm so happy you got to open up to me and we have this like emotional connection now. They cut all of that out of the show. They cut all the one time I want a TV show to show me crying, they cut it out. So that's why.
Not today, buddy.
Yes. So basically, I had trusted Madeline because we had connected on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Than Darian was the bro, 100%. But all I knew was like kind of surface level things like, oh yeah, like we're the bro. We both have our circle wifeys. We have this bro group chat and everything. But I thought over here with Madeline, I had established like a deeper connection about things going on in my real life. And so when I weighed the options at the time, I was like, who would I put more trust in the real world? Someone I like kind of know, or someone I have a deeper connection with, like emotionally and stuff like that. So I got finessed.
Yes, you did. But you know, we live, we learn, and I'm telling you, season 7 made some amazing television for us, persons that logged in every week to see what was going on the circle season 7. So thank you for that.
100%. I got you.
Thank you. Would you do it again on any other reality show?
In a heartbeat. Truthfully, in a heartbeat. I had the time of my life, even though it got crazy in there a little bit. I truthfully just had the time of my life. I love competing. I'm a competitor at heart. Like I ran collegiate track. I love that. I have the biggest competition. I have an older brother. We compete all the time and I love competing. So if I got a call tomorrow to do any sort of show like that again, I would do it.
I love it. I love it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Kenny Lewis of Kenny Lewis and One Voice, and you're watching my boy Michael Finkley on the Michael Finkley Show. Call on Jesus.
Hello, everybody. It's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or a speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop. And so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city. Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how good their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. Oh, I love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
So I have to ask, life after the circle, has it been good to you?
It's been everything in between. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's been everything. But
Tell me some stuff. What's been going on?
Oh man, Instagram DMs. Golly.
You're that's what I love about you, though. You're so approachable.
Thank you.
You're very approachable.
I appreciate. Thank you so much. So that's one of the first things people say when they meet me, like out in public. The first thing, wait, you're so much nicer than I thought you were gonna be. You're so much nicer than I thought. I'm like, I know it was a TV show, people.
Well, that's our first impression, though.
Exactly, absolutely, absolutely. But I'm glad that people do get to see like the real me of a sense, either on social media or in person, things like that. Because I do have this persona on a TV show that's maybe not the best. But after the show, it was crazy because I was a guy who had 1,000, maybe 2,000 followers on Instagram. The only thing I posted on my Instagram story were like fruit gushers and like slices of pizza. I didn't do this social media stuff at all. And then one day this drops and all of a sudden you have tens of thousands of people coming to your page, thousands of DMs and whatnot. The start of it was fantastic. People loved Kev. Oh my gosh, I love, like, you're great on the first couple episodes. And then when I was making some questionable decisions, that's when it kind of got crazy. Straight up, I was getting so many death threats on like Instagram. I couldn't even go on Reddit. The rest of my castmates said, like, Kev, don't go on Reddit. Like, Reddit's terrible. They're like, don't go on Twitter. So I got overwhelmed. The most I was overwhelmed was the episodes where Darian got blocked. Because people don't realize too, we don't get an exclusive preview. So when you guys are seeing it, we're seeing it for the first time too. And I wake up, I'm going to work, but I check my phone really fast, and the episodes have already been out since midnight.
Right.
And my DMs and everything, comments, everything like that were going crazy, like just saying the most outlandish stuff about me. And I'm not gonna lie, I like didn't know what to do. I started tripping. And so for a day I didn't want to be a baby about it. I told myself I wouldn't do it, but I had to turn off the comments for like a day on IG and TikTok because I have to go to work my 9 to 5. I can't regulate this all day long. So that day, I felt terrible. I honestly watched the episodes. I felt like a terrible friend. I felt like a terrible person. I called Jadeja and I was like, I'm kind of tweaking. I called Savannah Jadeja. I'm like, I'm tweaking over here. Like, what the heck? And they like walked me through it. It was all good. And then she's like, you have to remember, Kev, you and Darian didn't know each other at this point. Obviously, you're friends now, and that's why you feel bad. And I'm like, very true. But it got crazy there for a second. But then I would go out in public, and people are recognizing me now, saying what's up, asking for a picture, which I never thought in a million years anyone would ever do. Like, that made my day when it first happened. So that part of it the real life part of it was awesome because you run into someone who's a hater, but they'd be like, I didn't like you on the show, Kev, but like, get over here, dap me up, whatever it may be. So the online aspect and the in-person aspect were so different from each other. The online one was crazy. I would now that I'm better equipped for it, I could run it up again. But that one really caught me off guard. But the in-person one, I couldn't ask for more. Like it's fantastic.
I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
Like I said, we get to know you now as a three-dimensional being.
Yeah, that literally that. I have a heart a little bit, people. Come on.
You have a heart. You have a heart. With
But
all
no,
that you've been through with the show and your newfound fame, what is your next biggest dream?
I'm about to throw a crazy one at you. I want to be in a movie.
How's that
I,
crazy?
I don't know. Well, ask me a year ago, I would have called you crazy to be on a TV show. Like all this stuff's crazy to me. But I have a couple things on the bucket list. I want to be in a movie. I want to start my own company or like be the face. Like my dream is to like be an entertainer in a sense. Like if I could be like the face of a company or something, like a Gushers or whatever, and just have my personality be the way that I'm able to like provide for my family and stuff, that would be the dream. And then when it's all said and done, whenever I'm able to, I want to retire my parents and brother, but that's way down the line, you know? But I would love to be in a movie and I would love to run up another show.
And you're waiting on what?
I gotta make it happen. I gotta remind myself I made it happen the first time. I gotta do it again. That's a great question. I don't know what the heck I'm waiting on. But that's on the 2025 bucket list. We're gonna see how quick we can kind of make these things happen over here, but that's the goal right now. And I'm
All
opening
right.
this window because it's warm in here.
All right. He said it here on the Michael Finkley show. So when it happens, it means you
Mhm.
have to come back and
Yes,
say, remember
100%.
you had said, I'm like, yeah. So I'm glad you're at that point. I'm glad you're at that point. So you said too that you still chat with some of them as well from the circle.
I literally chat with, we have this big WhatsApp group chat where we talk to each other like
Wow.
every day, every other day. Deb's in there. Like anytime Deb gets recognized, she FaceTimes every single one of us down the line to say hi with the fans. It's so fun. But I would say I'm for sure the closest with, which is crazy looking back. I'm closest to the people that I stabbed in the back. I
Oh,
am closest with
that
Savannah.
means that's everybody.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm close with the whole cast. But Savannah, Darian, and Jadeja for sure. Like if I probably looked at my phone right now, Savannah and I have talked every day for 425 days, which is absolutely absurd. But those are the people I'm definitely the closest with. I'm of course close with like I'm cool with everybody, but I just recently flew out to Florida, surprised Darian for his birthday, which was awesome. Savannah just came out here this past weekend for SantaCon in San Francisco. So Sav and I have hung out like 7 times or so, like 6 or 7 times. And then I've linked up with Darian and Jadeja like 3 times since the show. And then like Heather a couple times as a group.
Oh wow, amazing.
Yeah.
So the love is there. I
The,
love it. I
Mhm.
love it. So please
Mhm.
continue. We're gonna watch
Ab-
it. We're gonna watch this journey, play it on your social media. How can we follow you?
Hey, everybody tap in. You can go to Instagram and you just type in Kev H. Fernandez. You're going to see a cute curly head kid pop up on your screen. Go ahead and click on that one. You click on that follow button. And then right after that, you can go ahead and go to TikTok, KevBone247. I don't know what the heck the nickname came from. It's from high school. But you go ahead and click on that. You go ahead and click follow. You're going to get some grade A content. And then YouTube, K Fern Videos. I'm starting up my YouTube channel. I used to have a YouTube back in college where I did like track stuff, but we're getting it rolling again. We're getting in the groove.
All right, you heard it here, Think Fam. Please follow. Everything is in the description below. Kevin!
Michael!
Thank you for being with us, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you so much for like having me. Truthfully, this was such an awesome experience. I was nervous at first, but I can't thank you more for your time. Like this is fantastic. I love this.
Well, I appreciate you. You're more than welcome to come back on the Michael Finkley Show. You really are.
Thank you so much. And hey, when you're running up all your different talk shows and stuff on TV, don't forget about me, all right?
Oh, I won't. You'll be one of my first guests. You won't. You won't. I promise. You won't. This dude right here. Big fan. Thank you so much for watching. And always remember to pursue your dreams. Have a good one.